Hey, this is Sensibility Speaks, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay abreast of my content. So today we are going to be talking about part 2, a narcissist and his supply will soon depart, and pride comes before the fall.
I pray that things will work out, that we're both to be happy together.
How she gonna trust you when you still doing what messed you up the first time? You still cheating?
No.
And a lie don't care who tells it. Remember, pride comes before the fall. Let's continue.
Don't laugh. You know, you just might well keep it real. And you know you still cheating.
How you know?
I just know your ass is. If you wouldn't be going through this.
Probably would.
Okay. I ain't believing you. Oh my God.
I feel very disappointed for me to even put a thought like that in my mom's heart. I feel that I've disappointed a lot of my family members and friends too, I guess, for things to have gotten out of hand like it has.
So are you gonna marry this friend? You looking forward to marrying her?
No. We're not.
Are you in love with her?
I'm not in love with her.
I mean, how can you just let yourself go like that and mess your family up, huh? Oh, Lord.
So for those of you who watched part 1 of this video, a narcissist and his supply will soon depart, and when protecting a fool goes wrong, I went into the traits of a narcissist ad nauseum. I went at length, even talked about some textbook terms of it to layman's terms. But I do suggest if you didn't watch that video, once you finish this one, go back and check it out. Some good stuff in there. But Martel clearly is a gaslighter, right? Miss Marlene knows you. She gave birth to you rotten, you know what, okay? She's like, are you still cheating? He's like, no. And you can tell by his body language that he's clearly lying. So Miss Marlene asked him again, are you cheating? He was like, well, what would make you think that? And she says, you wouldn't be a part of this bullshit that you're in if you were doing what you're supposed to be doing. So clearly you ain't doing the right thing.
Hey guys, y'all come in the conference room with me for a quick minute, if you don't mind. Okay. Yeah, to the conference room. Thank you. I called a meeting with Iva and Ronald because I wanted them to know where I stood business-wise, the transition that will be happening. I'm at a place where when you're gonna start cutting ties, you gotta start cutting ties. That's kind of what I wanna meet with you guys about. As of today, I am removing myself from Hold and Hold. I am removing myself from all things Melody and Martel Holt that has been done together. Removing. I'm looking forward to my own fresh start. Going forward, stuff that deals with Hold and Holt, I won't be your contact for that. That will be Martel.
I mean, is he gonna know all the things you know, though? Is there anything that we should be worried about in regards to the company?
I don't know what Martel's gonna decide to do with Hold and Holt, but what I will say is I've got some things that I'm working on already, and if you decide you want to flow over with me, then as that comes, I'll let you know and you can do that.
That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
Well, she know that even if I hadn't committed adultery, she know that we'll still be in the same situation, you know? Because we go back 4 years ago, we was like at odds then, didn't know if we were gonna be together.
But I thought y'all was trying to work it out.
I mean, we have been, you know?
Are you not happy?
For the kids' sake.
Are you not happy?
I mean, Melody, she does make me happy at the end of the day. But it's just so much that goes on with that, though.
I mean, but like what? What else?
All right, I get off into, in terms of, just being a mom, and then, the dad that I am, it's like I have to pick up just way too much slack.
She's a good mama, too.
She is, to a certain extent.
Divorce papers are one thing, but taking my kids away from me when I've been a great dad, I don't think so.
It's just so much that I have to complain about and continuously complain about, that to the point where I'm like, I want to throw in the white flag before she does anyway, though, Because I know got the infidelity, and I would say that's about it.
I hate it. I really hate it. I really do.
Yeah.
So what you think the outcome gonna be?
She's talking about divorce and things like that.
Divorce.
Right. Right.
I do not want a divorce. And hopefully Melody does not want a divorce either. But Melody's been telling us out the story way too long, and I'm tired.
Martel, she loves you.
I love her too.
But she ain't got time for that with you.
Hopefully things will get better though, without us having to go through a divorce and stuff like that.
Well, Martel, what happened 4 years ago? You were cheating in, right? Because we know that you've been with Slaw. Hell, it's 2023 now. When the show first aired, it had been, 5 years? What we going on, year 7 or 8 now? So word on the curb and what the streets say, and I think even Ariane, she was pregnant by you multiple times and even pregnant during the same time as Melody when she had little baby Malia, boss baby. Clearly, you have been doing a whole lot of shenanigans, and she had left you the first time, and now she's clearly fed up. But pride comes before the fall. And then Miss Marlene asks, well, do you love her? And he's like, no. He's like, do you want to marry her? He's like, no. Remember, he called her a peasant before because she's just someone he puts up on a shelf. He takes her down when he wants to be bothered. But now they have a whole child together. So now he's stuck with her. That's what his ass get, okay? You stuck with her. And it's so funny looking at them. I think they look alike. And I think it's kind of creepy that he would even deal with somebody who favors him that much. She looks like she could be Miss Marlene's child, like that could be Martel's sibling. It's one thing they said when you're in love with your mom, it's the Oedipus complex or whatever. So Ariane reminds you of your shadow self, the part that you were trying to graduate and elevate from. And now you've seen the light and you're with Melody, your wife, who is clearly blessed by God and who has a covering, a divine covering at that. And being with her, you too were covered. But no, brother, you messed it up. But again, pride comes before the fall. Now, you see when Melody walked into the office, I guess the former Holt & Holt office, she went in there like a boss. She had a regional manager and someone else under her team. And when she said that she would no longer be a part of Holt & Holt, did you see the expressions on their face? Because they knew she operated the day operations. And I almost fell out when the one lady said, well, is he going to know everything that you know? Heck no, he's not. And for those of us who watch the show, everyone at this point, we clearly know that Melody is the brain behind the operations. We all know that. And for those of you who are new to Love and Marriage Huntsville, now you know if you didn't know. Go back to the beginning of season 1 and catch up. But see, the thing about pride is really tricky because you have hubristic pride and you have authentic pride. Now, authentic pride, more or less, so say, for instance, you got a promotion at your job or you got a raise or a big merit increase because you had a great performance evaluation, right? You exceeded expectations, or maybe if you're in school, you got an A, or whatever it is that you accomplish or you're proud of. Whereas hubristic pride is more or less inauthentic, meaning it's a state of arrogance. You're smug, right? Whereas authentic pride is more or less predicated on being confident and fulfillment, meaning you accomplish a task and you're proud of what you've accomplished, right? Or what you've done. Whereas Martel has what we call on the other end of the spectrum, hubristic pride, and that he's full of arrogance. He's very smug and is arrogant to a point to where having an inflated sense of self, right? Or you have delusions of grandeur. You're more than what you think you are. In Martel's mind, he was the brain behind the operations. Damn the fact that he didn't have a builder's license, right? Okay. That's not to say he didn't go in the field and score some projects. They worked as a team, but when it came to the administrative piece, the licensing, the paperwork, permits and things like that, that was all Melody, right? And so it takes all of that to run an operation, but she clearly could do it hands down and didn't necessarily need him for whatever role Martel may have fulfilled. She could have hired someone to do that. But again, he's smug and he's arrogant. That's that narcissism, right? A superimposed sense of self, thinking you're more than what you really are. But beneath all of that is just insecurity, right? You're insecure, so you have to come across a certain way. It's all about self-image. And that's why he wants to stay in that marriage. You notice how he said he let his friends down, he let his mom down. He never said he let Melody down. who was his damn wife and the mother of his kids, right? Because she didn't fulfill his needs. She didn't stroke his ego. And Marlene said, well, do you love her? Yeah, but a lot comes with that because in his mind, she's not listening to me. She's not sucking my wee-wee every night, or she's not bowing down to me because I am a man and I'm a black king. Not king, as I said in the other video, but a black king. And I got a phallus swinging because so that's that whole chauvinistic viewpoint, that misogyny, or when it comes to black women and black men, misogynoir.
This is Caleb Blue.
Hey Caleb, this is Melody Holt here. How are you?
Hey Melody, I'm doing okay. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to give you a call, Caleb. Some more things have transpired. I've given him enough time to kind of get it together, and time has lapsed.
I am so sorry to hear that.
I wanted to call you, kind of speak with you again in terms of, what the steps are in moving forward.
In terms of a timeline, if you wanted to give me the go-ahead, and I could certainly prioritize your case and get a complaint for divorce drafted.
Okay.
And we can file at any time.
Okay, Caleb, well, I would like for you to go ahead and get that complaint for divorce together. I'm not going to waste any more time with someone who doesn't appreciate and value who I am. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. This marriage is over.
But in any event, as we can see, Melody's fed up. She's called Caleb, her divorce lawyer. She's got her ducks in a row. She told her team, I won't be a part of Holding Hope, but if you want to come over to new ventures that I have laid out that I'm planning that will come to fruition because she flawlessly executes. Yep. See, that haughtiness and that pride, it'll get you every time. Even though as accomplished as Melody is, she's not a prideful person. Yeah, is she happy for what she has accomplished, and does she celebrate her wins and things like that? Absolutely, but it's not an arrogance about it. Whereas Martel, he's just arrogant. But I love the fact she's a forward thinker. She's just like, you know what? This is not going to work out. Let's cut ties. At that point, she's like, you know what? I know my worth. I have self-esteem. I have self-worth. And I'm not going to let no Negro drag me down. And on that note, thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.